All right, welcome back to the Statement Games Making Picks show. My name is Nathan, joined with Will and Mark. What's going on, guys? I know that we're kind of crunched for time this week, so let's get right into it and tell me how's your week been? What you got going on?
Week's been hectic. But definitely just following along some sports. In college football, action started this week, so that's good. Already has some action going, and we got the Thursday night football game tonight, which is going to be good. And I know we're going to be talking about the Sunday night football game, so I'm looking ahead of that. Sunday night football game continues to be good. I'm actually excited for the Thursday night football game tonight because the Jets. They were a surprise winner last week. They were a surprise winner last week. So we're gonna see what the great Mike White is going to be able to do today against Indianapolis.
Nice, nice. What about you, Mark? What you got going on?
Just a lot of stuff kind of going on. So obviously we're recording one day earlier this week. I have some travel plans taking place. Hopefully be meeting up with you guys this weekend. I'm hitting the road tomorrow for a couple of meetings up in the Stamford, Connecticut area. So looking forward to that. Got some prep stuff to go ahead and do. So anybody who I'll just go ahead and share my screen just to give people an idea of what's going on this weekend. So hopefully everything kind of make sense and they'll understand why this is a short show for us. But I'll be up at the card show. Can you see my screen?
No, you gotta hit the share screen.
Well, unbelievable. You hit buttons, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work here. But I think we recovered. We talked a little bit about this last week. So Saturday, for the majority of the afternoon, I'm going to be at the Boston Card Show. And then once we're done with that, we'll be making our way down to Mohegan Sun. Looks like we're going to be spending the majority of Saturday night and overnight at Mohegan Sun, checking out what's going on over there. And then it also looks like first thing Sunday morning, for the very least, the 1 o'clock games on Sunday will be at Foxwood. So if anybody's checking out this show and has an opportunity to meet up with us, or if you're already going to one of these things here and you see this beautiful mug, feel free to, stop me, say hello. We'll go from there.
Nice, nice, good stuff. I'm looking forward to it, man. It's awesome being able to do something like this where we all get together and can be in one spot and we're gonna be gambling, which is just awesome because I hit a hot streak, and while we're gonna get
You did,
into
huh? So you just suck at statement games, is
we're
what you're
gonna get
telling me.
into how bad
You hit
I
a hot
did
streak. No shit, you hit a hot streak.
making picks, but Monday night cleaned up over $200 from picking the first TD of the game. First touchdown of the game went to Tyreek Hill. I called that before the game, and then in game I picked. Oh man, it was I picked the under, and then the Giants to cover at plus 7.5, I think it was. So those came through, and that was pretty awesome. So starting to hit my groove, build up that bankroll, and it's a
Nice.
good fun time. But Mark, why don't you give the update to our audience? What is the show about, and how did we do last week?
Well, I did okay. I can't necessarily speak for everybody else here, but look, we're just playing a game. It's got a little bit of a different twist on fantasy sports. The cream continues to rise to the top. Um, I was kind of, taking a look at somebody creeping up in the rearview mirror. That was extremely short lived. So 2-1 for me, 1-2 for you two turkeys. So Will
Well,
continues to get
guys,
worse.
the
Nathan's
Dak,
been
Dak
knocked
was
down a
out.
peg,
Dak
and
was
I
out, Mark.
continue to
So
dominate.
it
That's
changes up. It
what's
changes.
going on.
You know, Dak was out, so that changes the complexity of the game and changes
But that
everything.
was the gamble that we took because I made this.
Mhm.
I mean, look, I don't want to call it like a mistake, but and we were both on like the same page here, so I'm not going to get on you too much about that. But we took a chance and we lost. That's
Yeah.
I guess how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
It's just part of it,
Yeah.
I mean, usually I'm just gonna let you know how the books work. If a player does not play, then that pick is void. So if I ended 1 and 2, that shouldn't be an automatic loss
What
for
are
me.
you
It should be
talking
void,
about? We
especially
went through what the whole rules of the state. I spent about 45 seconds to a minute on what the rules of the platform were. Everybody agrees to the rules. That's why we have rules, because if you don't have rules, there's anarchy.
Yeah,
We
absolutely,
restated the
absolutely,
rules, and now you're
absolutely.
kind of trying to
Well, listen,
you're
I
trying
just
to play
hope
the old bait and switch trick on me again.
I just hope that this Sunday night everybody's
I just hope you
healthy,
got a pick
everybody
right. Is what
plays.
I'm hoping for. I mean, that's kind of
Listen,
like a one.
absolutely, absolutely. So
So I gotta come clean though. I made 4 picks, if you remember.
That's correct.
yes.
So
So
we
I
did not
think
do well in the tournament at all.
yeah. I think that I get an extra loss.
I had, yeah. So we had my 2 picks that were correct. I believe it
Yep.
was my first one and my third one. I missed the middle one, and you had 1 pick that was correct, and we got everything else wrong. Hold on, did we go over 3?
No, I don't think I did. I don't.
So we got 4 picks, 4
We
out
got
of the
to
10 correct. I mean, it was brutal. It was maybe, I want to say, 6th to 7th place.
Yep.
So
Oh shit. Hold
I'll
on.
do
I'm
kind of
sorry.
like a better job.
Yep.
I'll go back and take a look at where we placed in all the tournaments. I think we've been so wrapped up in how we're doing individually. What's getting lost in the shuffle here is how we're
Mhm.
performing as a team. But we've
Yeah.
actually had some pretty good weeks. I know that we've won. I think it was the first week, number 1, we won. I think that was the only time that we won. We've come in second once, and I believe second once and third twice.
Okay.
So this is week number. What week are we in?
Week 9.
Week 9. Okay, so a little over 50%. We are finishing as a team in the money
Okay. Yeah.
when
Interesting.
considering we got to finish first, second, and third. But we'll
Gotcha.
get there. But hey, for some of you guys here, it's getting late pretty early. We're in November. We don't have
Yeah. We
multiple weeks to catch up here.
You're right. You're right. So it's time to get it done. Time, like, again, I'm just hoping that all the players play the Sunday night and we're able to shake things up. So I'm not worried. Again, it's a marathon, not a sprint. I've been doing this for years and years. So
No, we're
again,
sprinting,
week
dude.
9.
This is becoming
we're at the halfway mark. We're at the halfway mark right now. So
And technically, we're not even at the halfway mark yet, because if you count going all the way to the Super Bowl, that's still quite,
a lot of weeks
as
left.
Micah
Lot
Parsons
of weeks left.
reminded the reporter, 14 games or whatever
a
it
lot
was
of
at
weeks
that time.
left, Mark. A lot of weeks left.
I'm just stating facts here.
Again,
We don't have
here I am, the glass half full guy.
Here. You have 2 months left of the football season. You have November, which we are in.
Right.
And all right, that first week in January, I guess there's an extended season. Is the last week of the season technically that first week of January? Or are we in playoffs the first week of January? If somebody doesn't mind doing like a quick look.
It's
No,
so it's gonna
we
be
might be into
the
2
second
weeks
week.
into
Yeah, it's the
January.
second
Okay.
week.
All right. Well then
week
I'll have to
18
apologize like a little bit. There are
yeah. But again, here I am, being the glass half full guy. Mark over here with the negativity. So I gotta bring this group back up.
I'm
I gotta bring this
stating
group back up
obvious
because
concrete facts.
we're right. We're
If you want to
smack in the
perceive that to
middle.
be
We're smack in the
negative,
middle, guys.
that's your
Smack in the
business.
middle. So anything
Name
could happen.
one
I
thing
always tell people
that's factually incorrect.
anything could happen. So we're in week 9. There's 18 weeks. So I'm not that good at math, but what I do know is that 18 divided by 2 is 9. So we're gonna be good. So let's get
all
to
right.
it.
Yeah. So let's get into. We are doing we are into contest 1. This is the Sunday night game, Tennessee versus LA Rams, and we're on making statement games. Mark, real quick, give the what are we doing here? What's the point of this? How do you play statement games?
All right, so it's statementgames.com, or as you can tell from the upper left-hand corner, simply sportshost.com. Once you get into your sports host account, click on that daily fantasy sports button. That's going to take you right into these games as well. It's just a game, different spin on fantasy football. we're going to present you with a list of props. Anywhere between, I think for this game we have like 55 of them. Pick 10 of them, rank them in order of competence from 10 through 1. As you'll see, when we start making picks, you'll see your picks. Once we start hitting the plus button, your picks are going to move from the left-hand side of the screen over to the right-hand side of the screen. As this sporting event plays out, if our number 10 pick becomes correct, you get 10 points. If 9 through 1 are incorrect, well, as a group, we'll just have a total of 10 points. We will play in contest number 1, which will be max entries of 12 people. Once that 12th person hits, that contest will come off the board. A new one will pop up. But basically, the individual, or in our case, I'm playing as a team here, but the team or the group or the individual with the most points from correct picks at the end of the sporting event wins. This week, because I am trying to pick up inventory card-wise for all of the Sunday night games for the remainder of the year to give away, I wasn't really focusing in on a card. Truth be told, a couple weeks ago, I did pick up a Derrick Henry, kind of like a rookie card. I was all excited to showcase that card for this game here, but I think I'm just going to hold on to it next year, and I feel more comfortable in promoting that card and trying to give it away when he's actually playing and not hurt. So I don't know, maybe I should do it anyway.
I got something. Here's an Aaron Donald. It's just a base card, but I'd be willing to send this, ship it out to the tournament winner if they go and do all of your things correctly, Mark.
What the instructions? All right, that's cool. Yeah. Appreciate it. So you don't have to go 10 for 10. You just got to be the overall tournament winner. Just as a quick recap, the overall tournament winner is a contest winner that outperforms all other contest winners. So if we have anywhere between 5 and 12 contests that run underneath the framework of this individual tournament, which is the Titans versus Rams, it's going to be the contest winner who has more points than all the other contest winners. So you don't have to go 10 for 10. You just have to be the overall tournament winner. And you also have to follow these very simple sets of rules. You have to be a subscriber to this YouTube channel. These videos also go up on Rumble. So either subscribe to the channel on YouTube or Rumble, or if you're feeling lucky or if you're feeling generous, subscribe on both. I mean, I'm not going to cry if you do kind of both. We actually picked up 8 Rumble subscribers last week. So for us, nice. We're small. We're getting started out here. That's, I don't know. We're trying out the platform that seems to kind of going to be going well for us. But in addition to being a subscriber, in the comment section, whether it's YouTube or Rumble, drop a comment. The comment follows a very simple structure. It's your username as well as what your number 10 pick is.
Nice. Very easy. Awesome. I'm glad to come to the table with the Aaron Donald.
I'll also
card.
throw in $100. Anybody who goes 10 for 10 with your picks follows those things over here. For the $100, though, it's your first entry only. Anybody who goes 10 for 10 with their picks, and again, this is a free-to-play game. Anyone who goes 10 for 10 with their picks, I'll PayPal you or Venmo you $100.
Wow, there it is.
Wow,
all right.
There's your scratch off. There's a little lottery ticket. I mean, Will can actually have multiple entries. I mean, I know for a fact he's not going 10 for 10. So he's the only one that can actually have multiple entries.
Gotcha. Okay, so time to put up or shut up.
Mark,
you're on the board first. You're on the clock.
All right, no Henry. I don't trust this backup running back for anything. So let's go with Jeremy McNichols under 62.5 rushing yards, pick number 1.
Gotcha. All righty. Will, it's on to you.
All right, listen, I'm going to stick to my guy that's pretty much been saving me on a lot of player props this season. I'm going to go with Matthew Stafford over 305.5 passing yards for the game.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, you're going to take that. It's on to me for 2. I like Stafford to throw some touchdowns in this game. So there we go. Stafford over 2.5. And then I like this defense, and I like them to sack Mr. Tannehill over 2.5 times. So back to you, Will.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the running backs for the Rams. I like Darrell Henderson Jr. and Sony Michelle over 80.5 rushing yards.
Nice. There it is. All right, Mark, on to you for 2.
Too many points. Too many points. Total points under 53.5.
All right. All right. That's your first.
And let's actually go with the Rams. I don't know, guys. I think they're just going to freaking smoke them. I'll take the Rams will win by over 7.5.
I do agree. Back to you, Will, for your last one.
Oh man, this is this is pretty much a toss up, but because I picked them at the beginning of the season and they didn't come through, but I think that this time they will, just because Tennessee's going to have to do a little bit more because Derrick Henry is not in the game. So I like Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp to go over 13.5 receptions for the game.
I like that.
Nice. Good stuff. I'm going to actually target the tight end spot here, and hopefully Higbee does me better than Justin Jefferson did last week and can actually get targets. And so I'm going four and a half over 4.5 receptions for Higbee. He is, he gets peppered in the games depending on script, and I think this is a good script for him. So I'm going with Tyler Higbee over 4.5 receptions. We're going to take the last pick off air to keep some competitive advantage. But there we are. We have our ticket for the Sunday night Tennessee versus Rams contest 1. So if you see SG live in your contest, just know that you're playing against us. You are playing against the combined knowledge of Nate, Will, and Mark. Sometimes mostly Mark, I will give you that. But other times it is a little more balanced.
Appreciate that. I'm finally getting the recognition and credit that I deserve on this freaking show here.
Yeah.
But real quick,
hopefully the
so
Giants start listening to you too.
I know if they just listened to me, we would be doing a hell of a lot better. But they obviously don't. So
for sure.
what do you think? First, you walk into Foxwoods on Sunday. First bet that you're looking to make, is it a regular game? You're making a player prop? Just give me 2 seconds of what you're looking at on Sunday.
Well, I'll tell you what, if we're gonna do that, I definitely got to go ahead and look at the player prop here. I actually like Lamar Jackson over his. If I could go ahead and get a passing and rushing yards
Okay.
total on Lamar Jackson, I will take that. Listen, you saw what Cooper Rush was able to do against Minnesota last week, so I think it's going to be twice as bad, if that, for them this Sunday. So I like that, and then I'm looking at Mahomes, or actually the game Green Bay versus Kansas City. I like actually Aaron Jones. Looking at his props for either rushing or receiving, or even both, because Jordan Love, I'm pretty sure they're going to throw the kitchen sink at that guy. So I like Aaron Jones to get a lot of carries back there, and then also some catches coming out the backfield. So looking for those 2 things there. And last one, just a little bonus: Elijah Mitchell for San Fran. I mean, that guy right there is the last couple of weeks been running over 100 yards and adding a touchdown. So I think it's going to be more of the same, especially if Kyler is out. That means that San Fran is going to have a couple more opportunities on the offensive side. So looking for Elijah Mitchell as well.
Cool.
Awesome.
Not bad. Nate, what do you
Good
think here? Concerned, not concerned, don't care anymore? I mean, Lions haven't won a freaking game.
I'm trying to think of what the world will
I mean,
look like
I'd
at
be
0-17.
I mean, I'm a crybaby enough as it is here. I mean, you seem pretty calm and still willing to be doing some of these shows. I'd be.
Yeah. No, so like I said at the beginning of the season, I'm kind of
now
living through the
show.
Rams
Should,
at this point.
Show you how I feel about football right now.
Oh yeah,
but you don't kind of par for the course is what you're expecting.
Going over wasn't what I was expecting. I was figuring 1 win at least, or actually, really, I thought we'd get up to like 5 for this season. So a little bit, below my expectations. But I look at it this way. The schedule this year is based off of a Stafford Lions team, which is a lot better. And then now you've essentially just emptied the whole team of any valuable players or talent and all that stuff. So now we're playing at, Pee Wee level in the NFL, trying to expect to win against, real teams. So I don't know. I can't look at the schedule. I thought Philly was going to be our win. Looking at that, I thought, okay, they're having some struggles. We're able to keep up with. I mean, look at what we did to the Rams the week before, and then we just let Philly drop 50 points on us. That was crazy. To look at those two games side by side. So I really don't know. I'm trying to wrap my head around what it's going to be like being a Lions fan when everyone's like 0-16 and 0-17 years.
It's a good trivia question. Where at least you'll make your mark. It's a good trivia question when on a lonely Tuesday or Wednesday night you're sitting at the bar and like, hey guys, it's time for sports trivia, and there you have it. Detroit Lions 0-16 and 0-17. So that should be a fun time.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, what about these post-game press conferences? Are you still kind of going to buy in with the coach here, or is it just getting, to be like? I think it's just getting to be like a little too much here. I mean, this guy's coming onto the podium crying his heart out. I mean, first couple of times with Campbell, it's like, all right, dude. I don't care. You can piss and moan and cry all you want. You got to win a game at some point.
Well, right. And I think that, regardless, he has to do those pressers. So what are you going to do? Is he just going to come out and be a Bill Belichick? No, that we had that with Matt Patricia where he was losing.
Right.
And Matt Patricia's like, well, I had a good play in the Super Bowl, so I'm a good guy. I'd at least prefer, there's a lot of comps between Dan Campbell and Ted Lasso actually just being real. So I don't mind it. I don't necessarily seek it out anymore, but I think that he's the guy for where we're going to be in the next couple of years. So I think he's the one to do it. He's just playing with a Pee Wee team in a national professional level. It just doesn't play out. What do you do? Like when you're a fantasy manager and all your players suck, I mean, do you just quit the league? No, you got to play it out. You got to keep going. So that's what he's doing at this point, and he's just a PR guy now, essentially. So it is what it is. But
that's a good point.
Enough about the Lions. Enough about the Lions. So for everyone out there, make sure that you're following Statement Games on all socials at Statement Games. Subscribe to the YouTube channel as well as the Rumble. I know the YouTube is Statement Games Inc. And play Statement Games, statementgames.com, or download from your app store, Google Play, iOS, that kind of stuff.
Just real quick on that. I mean, we're actually having a little problem with Google, who recently decided that we are classified as a gambling app, which we're not. So we're working to get our way back in there, but as of right now, we're just available in the Apple App Store. Not right now.
All right. Well, with that, see you guys next week. We should be back to having maybe a bonus episode next week for.
Yeah, we're gonna do a bunch. We haven't done one in a while, so
yeah,
we'll get back to normal next week.
Awesome. I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, guys.
See you guys.